Hey everybody, it is March 9th, 2009. I am Sonic Suns, and I'm here to talk about an emotional concept and the word that I've meant to describe that. You notice at the moment I'm doing the thing where I cut back and forth all the time, but I don't actually change where I'm sitting or anything particularly dramatic, and this is largely because the previous location where I had somewhat more space is at the moment unavailable to me. And anyway, cutting things may have benefit by itself. Anyway, here and there I've heard the sentiment sometimes expressed that fear can be a good thing, or is a good thing, or something. Some people might say that in a certain situation, maybe fear can protect you, it motivates you to defend yourself or run away from a dangerous situation, those sorts of things. And I sort of understand where they're coming from on that, but I never was really comfortable with the notion. Because it seems to me that fear is a bad thing. Among other negative emotions, there's fear, and there's sadness, hatred, envy, I suppose, sorts of things. And it occurred to me that when they talk about fear being able to protect you in some way, they were actually mixing concepts together. I thought to myself, fear is bad, but the awareness of danger is good. And so, if there's something dangerous going on and you're aware of it, good job for you, you're more likely to defend yourself or do whatever you need to do. But the actual emotion of fear, that's the bad part. Now, obviously, these two things can often be linked. You can be afraid during a dangerous situation. But might there be a way of dealing with danger without being afraid of it? Because the way I see it, fear just makes you dumb. Fear makes you revert to your old basic instincts. People talk about fight or flight or whatever other terms they want to throw onto that. And those aren't necessarily the most useful things. I mean, sure, they can be useful. There might be a given situation where you need to run or whatever, but I still believe that you could run in a more intelligent way, or do whatever you need to do in a more intelligent way, if you were just not afraid, but nevertheless aware. So I came up with a word for this. The word is Rumera. And Rumera means basically the emotional state of being calm, aware, and proactive all at once, particularly if it's some sort of dangerous situation. The word calm may be a bit inaccurate. What I really mean is sort of non-agitated. So not afraid, and not sad, and not angry, not any of these negative emotions that bring your thoughts down to a lower level. So you could be just plain tranquil, the normal definition of calm, or you could do other things like maybe you're making light of the situation. Not in a foolish way, of course, but maybe in moments of danger, you try and keep a somewhat positive attitude. That could be useful, you know? You could crack a joke even, as long as it's not distracting you from something more important. I don't know. So the word is Rumera, to be calm, or shall we say non-agitated, calm, aware, and proactive. We can demonstrate this with a simple example. Let's say you're on a road for some reason, walking, and a car comes by, like around the corner all of a sudden. It looks like you're going to get hit by the car. That's a dangerous situation, right? And we have these three attributes that I keep listing, and if you only have two of them, that's not Rumera. For instance, if you're calm and aware, but not proactive, and the car's coming at you, okay, it looks like a and you get hit by the car. You're calm about it, you know, not worried, and look, I can see it, here comes the car, but if you're not proactive, the car hits you, and good job on not freaking out during your death. On the other hand, if you're calm and proactive but not aware, then you're like, okay, I think I need to do something, and you get hit by the car, because if you're not aware of the car, you have no idea what to do about it, right? So that doesn't work. And of course, you could be aware and proactive but not calm, which is the traditional thing, over against the car! And maybe you jump out of the way. But I think if you're afraid, you may freeze up for a moment, you may jump in the wrong direction, perhaps you get off the road, but you jump into a tree or something, suffer some minor injury because of that. It may work, but it's not really the ideal. The ideal, best as I can describe it, is Rumera, to be calm, aware, and proactive. Here's the car, I'm not going to freak out, I see that's coming, what do? Okay, jump off to the side, and there goes the car. Or whatever it is you need to do. This is an idea you've actually probably seen expressed before. For instance, you have a samurai, let's say, and there's some enemy blade coming towards his head. What's he do? Whooshing! And he blocks it or parries it or whatever. Does that instantaneously, does it intelligently, using his swordplay properly, doesn't freak out about it, stays aware. That's Rumera. So now if anyone mentions that fear is good, I say, no, fear is bad, but the awareness is good. The awareness of danger in the case of fear. And what you really ought to strive for is to have that awareness and have that proactive sense of doing something, but keep yourself calm, or maybe even smiling a little bit if you can manage, during that dangerous situation, so that you can keep your brain working and do whatever needs to be done, and that's best off for everybody. And that, in a nutshell, is Rumera. Thanks for watching. See you later.